Good Friday afternoon, everybody. It is about 2:30. No, it's not quite 2:30 yet. I think it's 2:15 Eastern time. So I am going to be doing a decadent dessert, and it's going to be turtle brownie cake. If you love chocolate, if you really love chocolate, you will really truly like this dessert. I will in the video be telling you, exactly what ingredients you'll need, but off the top of my head, you will be needing a German chocolate cake mix, and you also will need to pick out a fudge brownie mix of your preference. It could be fudge brownie mix that's triple chocolate chunk. It could have nuts in it. Whatever kind you want is fine. I like the Ghirardelli. I can't remember if I chose Ghirardelli or not, but I do like Ghirardelli fudge brownie mix. You'll also be needing about 3 organic eggs, olive oil, organic milk. I use milk instead of water in all of my desserts because I feel like it gives it more of a rich flavor. And also, it just bakes better. I feel like it bakes better. And then, of course, you'll need your Baker's Joy cooking spray. You're going to need a bundt pan. You're going to also need a bag of either, Nestle chocolate morsels or whatever morsels you like. I can't remember what kind I got. I'll show you in the video. But that is the dessert that we're going to be making today. I felt like, going ahead and doing that for something special. Also, you're going to need a bag of crushed walnuts. So make sure that you have that. I think that's pretty much all the ingredients that you need, because with the chocolate chip morsels, you're going to be making a chocolate noche. So that's going to, drizzle. You're going to poke holes into your turtle brownie cake, and you're going to pour that in there. And then it kind of hardens like a shell a little bit. Well, I won't say harden, but it kind of makes like a little coating around it. So that is the goal today, you guys. Stay tuned. I hope that you will enjoy the video. I left out some ingredients by accident, you guys. So sorry about that. So one of the ingredients I left out by accident is the caramel sundae sauce and the heavy whipping cream. So let's just get right down into it. I am going to go ahead and show you all the ingredients that I chose myself. And again, the cake mix, whatever, that's all your preference. What brand you want, all of that. So let's get started. Okay. So I have, it calls for caramel candies, but I have Smucker's Sundae syrup caramel sauce already melted, ready to go. So if you have this, you can use this. And when I'm making it, I'll tell you the exact amount that you're going to need. The heavy whipping cream is for the chocolate ganache. So that's what you're using this for, to make that chocolate blooper, to make the chocolate sauce. You're going to need a bundt cake pan. I have one that raises up so that way when it cools, I just pull it right on out of there. But whatever bundt cake that you want to use is fine. You're going to also need your cake mix. I love Betty Crocker, so I got Betty Crocker Delight Super Moist German Chocolate. And again, as I was telling you in that video just a moment ago, I love Ghirardelli. So I got Ghirardelli double chocolate with chocolate chips brownie mix. I have a bag of walnuts that I'm going to have to put in my processor over here, right over there, to chop them up a little more. And then I have Hershey's milk chocolate morsels. I have my all-purpose baking spray. I use Bertolli extra virgin olive oil. I have my organic milk. And I have my organic eggs. I need one more egg because it calls for 4 eggs. And then, of course, I have my flour to flour my bundt cake pan. You'll need that as well. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan with my all-purpose. I might run out of this baking joy because I don't think I have much left. And when I spray it, you know, I spray this middle part real good too. I then take my hand and rub it on there really well. Because you don't want your bundt cake to stick at all. And then I'm going to flour it. So we're going to do 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. Now, if y'all are curious as to where I got my tins from, you will not believe that they were on Walmart through a third party. I can get that link and put it in my description below if you're interested in those. Same with my tea kettle. I got that off of Amazon. But we're going to do 1/3 cup of flour, and then we're going to shake our bundt pan really good. Shake the excess flour off. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to shake that excess. All right, you guys. The recipe calls for 2 cups of chopped pecans. We're not really fans of pecans unless it's like pecan pie. So these weren't chopped all the way. These are walnuts. I'm going to go ahead and put them in our chopper here. This is a blender, a chopper. I think I'm still going to go and get like an actual vegetable chopper versus this all the time. But let me put my lid on here. I'm going to hit the power. And we're going to just pulse it. We don't want it to be like, you know, turn to sand. Stop them. And that looks good, don't you think? I think that looks good. And I'm hoping this is going to be 2 cups. Well, you guys, it did not end up being 2 cups. It's a little over a cup, probably a cup and a third. But we'll make it work. It's just going to be less nuts, that's all. But that's okay. We can make it work. Okay, y'all, my friends. Here comes the fun part. Also, if you don't have a KitchenAid, I'm telling you, when I got my KitchenAid, it changed my life. So I could put a link in the description box for that as well. They're on Amazon. And I've had mine for a little over a year, and it just works beautifully. And it does so many different things. Like, amazing. But this is pretty easy. We are going to just dump our cake mix and our brownie mix in here. And then we're going to add all of our liquid ingredients as well. So that was our German chocolate cake mix. Now we're going to add in our brownie mix. My filmer normally is filming for me, so it's making it a little more difficult for me to try to do this on my own. I'm going to get a better... I have a mount, but it doesn't work how I expected, so I'm going to have to get another one. So I'm trying to do this and film at the same time. Sorry, y'all. All right, so that was our fudge brownie mix. Now we are going to add in 1 1/8 cup of olive oil. If you don't want to get olive oil, or if it's out of budget, I know it can be expensive, you can use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil too. Then we're going to add in our eggs. You don't have to beat them. 4 organic eggs. Again, if you want normal eggs, that's fine. You don't have to get organic. That's just my preference for ethical reasons. And next, we're going to add in our milk. So the milk is 1 1/4 cup. That's 1 cup. And this is our 1/4 cup. And with regard to our chopped walnuts, you're not going to add in all of them now. You're going to do about half. And I'm going to reserve the rest of that. So that, see, that right there is almost a cup left. So it was about 1 1/4 cup of the chopped walnuts. All right, I've attached to my cake mixing tool. I'm going to put my KitchenAid down into this. We're going to put this cover on just to make sure nothing splatters out. And then we are going to lock it in place. Then we are going to turn it on. And I start it slow. See if I can let y'all see it mixing in there. Hopefully you can see that. And then I increase the speed. So you're just going to let that mix for about 5 to 7 minutes. Now we are going to take the rest of our chopped walnuts. I'm going to sprinkle them in. Yummy, yummy. All right, our turtle brownie cake is ready to go in the oven. Depending on your oven, you do set it for 350, but depending on how your oven cooks, it calls for 55 minutes of bake time. However, I would suggest you do check it around 30 minutes to see where it's at, and that way you can adjust the time without worrying about over baking your cake. Howdy, y'all. Yes, this is no makeup, no hairdo day, none of that. I just wanted to come on and say this picture right here is the end result of the cake, of course. But when you put those walnuts in the middle, don't forget to add the rest of your cake batter on top before you put it in the oven. It looks like I'm missing a slide. I apologize for that. But just make sure you put the rest of your cake batter in after you've done those walnuts, and then you're ready to go. All right, so the recipe, and look at my sugar plum down here. Look at her. She's 5 months old. Her name is Summer Chloe. Everybody say hi. All right, so the recipe does say to do half of the cake mixture and then add the rest of your nuts and then do the others. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Woohoo, y'all. There's our turtle brownie cake cooling on the counter right there. Let's zoom in. So I'm going to let it cool before I turn it over into my cake dish. But to make the ganache, chocolate ganache, you're going to use 12-ounce bag of the chocolate morsels and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Don't overcook it. You only want to let the heavy whipping cream get to like a slight boil around the edges. Then add in the chocolate morsels. And then after that, you will let it cool. With the caramel syrup, once the cake is cooled 15 minutes, you're going to pour half on there. And then you'll do the chocolate ganache. Sounds good, guys, doesn't it? Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my word, you guys. Look at how perfect this took. Blipper, look how perfect this turned out. I am so thrilled. I am so excited. Oh my God, it is so beautiful. And wait until the topping goes on. My word, you guys, your mouths are going to be drooling. It is so decadent and so, just so cute and so pretty and so perfect. What do you all think? I mean, it came out perfect. Remember, you guys, you don't want to overboil your heavy cream. You want to wait till it starts boiling lightly around the edges. And you're not going to put your chocolate morsels in it on the stove. You're going to remove it from the stove and then pour those in.